Hello there, my name is Tomi Samson, your good realtor, and today I want to talk about a topic of interest. I'm pretty sure at this point it's already an established fact that Epe is literally going to be a massive city, hence profitable to anyone who's smart enough to invest there right now. But I'm sure at some point you've wondered, what exactly is the assurance? What's the guarantee? How do we know that for truth, Epe is set to be the next Dubai of Lagos? So I'm here to just talk about a few major pointers, a few major reasons why Epe is undoubtedly going to be a massively profitable city to invest in. So stay tuned. That Epe has a master plan. Yes, the government recently made public its plan to transform Epe into the next Dubai. Now, knowing Dubai, you know that this in itself is a guarantee that Epe is a place to be. Now, this plan captures both farming and tourist centers, the new international airports, as well as other multi-billion naira projects. I mean, take a look at this. Yes, and that brings me to the new international airport. Having an airport, particularly an international airport, translates into accessibility. You know, our airports are generally connected to good roads and stuff, but when you have an airport attracts commercial activities. You know, when there's an airport located in a locality, that locality quickly becomes a commercial hub. Now, when you see commercial hubs, there's employment opportunities, and when you see employment opportunities, you'll find workers there, and you know workers like to stay close to their working places. Do you see where this is going? Undoubtedly, that international airport in Epe is going to attract massive activities, and that in itself is going to translate into profitability for you as a real estate investor. National airport in Epe is going to be of massive advantage, and it further drives home the fact that Epe is a place you should own your space in. Think long term. And speaking of accessibility, that brings me to my third point, which is the 6-lane road. Now, speaking from a general standpoint, properties beside the road or close to the road are usually valued higher than others. You see, in real estate, waterfront properties, properties by the road, and properties with very good titles, like the C of O title, are usually valued higher than others. And right now, there is a massive 6-lane road construction ongoing in Epe. This is an 18.7 kilometer expressway that is connecting Eleko Junction to Epe, and do you know that after this is completed, it's going to extend from Eleko to Abraham Adesanya? Just look at that. Look at that. Businesses like to be located by the road, and when you say businesses, you say people. People like to have houses close to the road because there's easy accessibility to vital, or should I say important, facilities. Do you understand? So where you see road, there's usually a high demand for properties in that axis. Now, speaking of road, have you heard of the Epe Ijebu-Ode? So the Epe toll gate, basically located between the Ijebu-Ode and Epe. Now, the thing with toll gates is the primary reason for the construction of a toll gate is usually economical revenue generation. The government wants to generate revenue. Now, no government is going to situate a toll gate in a location where the needed traffic to generate such revenue is not plausible. What does that tell you? That Ijebu-Ode Epe expressway is going to be highly utilized. That area is going to be bubbly. And when I say bubbly, it means there's activities. Businesses are going to be there. And where there's businesses, there's people. And where there's people, there's a high demand for real estate. Are you getting this? So Epe it's not a gamble. Epe is guaranteed to be a very massive city, and real estate is going to thrive there. So you right now, as affordable as properties are there right now, you should own your space. Now, speaking of businesses, do you know that Epe houses the Lekki Free Trade Zone? Lekki Free Trade Zone is a commercial hub. Now, a part of that, in other words, Lekki Free Trade Zone is in Epe. Alara City is in Epe, and Alara City is a part of the Lekki Free Trade Zone. The Lekki Free Trade Zone generally is a commercial hub, but then Alara City is a community. One of the first of its kind is going to have both the commercial and residential provisions for its occupants. All right, so this is a property. This is a project that is highly valued. Now, the last I heard, in the high density area in Alari City, it sells 1 square meter for $160, and the least measurement you can buy there is 1,000 square meters. Now, 160 times 1,000, that's $160,000 for a plot, according to their measurements. Right? Do the math and see that in naira. Now you see that project is in Epe. In other words, there's a property selling in Epe for $160,000 per plot. Do you understand? Now, these projects like this rub off on other properties in that axis. Speaking of which, our waterfront property, the Lagoon Front Estate, is currently going at a promo rate of 12.5 million naira. This is a waterfront property with a C of O title, very close to the road and just adjacent Alari City. It's currently selling for 12.5 million naira per plot, and the price is changing on the 15th of April. So secure your space now. Now, the fact that Alari City in itself is situated in Epe spells a future rate of development, spells development in the long time, because businesses will like to be located close to that place or even in Alari City. And like I said, this translates to occupancy and demand in real estate. So it's a win-win for you. Now, speaking of how Alari City is attracting massive projects, do you know that the Talent City is going to be located in Alari City? Look at this. I hope you're gradually starting to see how lucrative Epe is as an investment location. Now, speaking of the value or highly valued properties in Epe, have you heard of Isimi Lagos? Isimi Lagos right now sells half a plot, that's 300 square meters, for about 90 million naira in Epe. Now, let me tell you something about real estate. You see, in real estate generally, developers wouldn't go to a location that is not guaranteed to profit them or to generate the intended ROI. So if you see such a massive project as Isimi Lagos in Epe, then you should know that there's a certain information that the developer has that you probably do not have. But undoubtedly, Epe is a profitable place to be. Now, as I've explained, a lot of projects are ongoing. A lot of projects are already ongoing, but what about the future projections? This is just going to lead to further and further, more and more development, and more development leads to a booming real estate market. Before I close, take a look at these updates. So you see, there are proofs here and there. There are itsy bitsy proofs here and there that Epe is the place to be. So right now, after listening to this video, I do hope you make the right call by choosing to invest in Epe. Call me, reach out to me for whatever inquiries you have, and I will gladly guide you. Right now, we have very beautiful projects ongoing in Epe that you do not want to miss out on. Alright, so please and please, own your stake, secure your stake in Epe. Epe is the place to be, and you will not lose your money. You're guaranteed to make profit. So be in Epe. Oh, and before I go, let me quickly add this. You do not have to live in Epe before you benefit from Epe. You see, a number of persons are fond of saying, oh, Epe is too far. No one is asking you to live in Epe. Invest in Epe and make money off it. If you're shown a bag of money, let's say, and that bag of money is 1,000 kilometers away from you, and then they say, oh, that bag is yours, just go grab the money. Would you say, oh no, it's too far, I don't want to stress myself, I'm not getting the money? No, you will drive there, you will find the means to get that bag of money, and so long as it's yours, it's already guaranteed that money is yours, right? All you have to do is pick it up. You're not going to turn that away, or you're not going to turn up that opportunity away just because the distance is quite far. That's the same thing with Epe. You don't necessarily have to live there. You can be in Lekki, hell, you can be in Dubai and own a space in Epe. Just because Epe is going to be profitable, do not leave money on the table. Choosing not to invest in Epe is you leaving money on the table. So make the right call, reach out to me, and let's get started.